Hello, it's Ryan from 2minutetennis.net, and in this video, I'm going to show you what you can learn from the Bryan split-step timing to not only improve your volleys, but also your entire game. Now, this video footage is courtesy of Jorge Capistani. Make sure you follow his channel. Incredible, world-class coach with incredible instruction and pro footage on his channel. So his link is in the description below. Before I talk about the split step, I want to show you this half volley. I don't know if I've seen a better half volley in my life. So a half volley is when the ball bounces right before you hit it. And, you're usually coming forward. At the baseline, it's more on the rise, but at the net, it's called a half volley. I recently made a video talking about how you want to set the racket at the height of contact on your volleys. And it's the same thing here with this half volley. So this is incredible. Look at his racket travel straight forward to contact. It just goes straight forward. Then it comes like up a little bit when he hits. But he's not chopping this half volley. So a lot of recreational players, they set the racket up here and then they chop down like it's a golf club, and they're going to put tons of backspin on the ball. And the chances of hitting the frame and missing go way up. So when you hit a half volley, get your body down, set your racket more to the side of your hand, and push straight forward through the ball. Racket to the side of your hand. You can see the angle, this wrist angle right here. That wrist angle should be the same as when you're hitting a high volley. It's the same angle. But man, oh man, is this a gorgeous half volley. So he's coming forward, and I want to talk about the split step timing. So a lot of players think you're supposed to land as your opponent hits. And really what I tell people is you want to be taking off as your opponent hits or be already in the air as the opponent makes contact with the ball. So here's the ball. And Bob's about to hit this ball. You can see right here, there's Bob hitting the ball. So we should see, since Bob is hitting the ball right now, we should see Mike landing his split step. But we don't. We see Mike taking off. And in fact, his hitting partner is doing the same thing. Both of them have their feet in the air. And then they land at the same time. Isn't that cool? You and your doubles partner should be split stepping at the same time. But the timing should be that you should be landing your split step after the opponent makes contact. So what I tell my students, so that it's very simple for them to remember, is be in the air as your opponent hits, and so that you obviously land after they hit. The reason for this is it synchronizes your brain and your reaction time with when your feet hit the ground. If you notice, watch their rackets. Watch when their rackets move. And the rackets moving lets us know when their brain recognizes where the ball is going, correct? I mean, look at it. These guys, these two players, Bob has already hit this ball, and the players have not even moved their racket. Still haven't moved the racket, still haven't moved the racket. You can see Mike here. His racket is still in the ready position. Why? Because their brain has not reacted to where the ball is going. You want your feet to hit the ground at the exact time your brain finally recognizes where the ball is going. Then you're quicker and you bounce kind of off the ground with the timing of your split. So now their feet hit the ground, and watch Mike's racket. Now it begins moving. And same with the partner. Watch the partner. They hit the ground with their feet, and now their racket moves. This is a faster way to move into position, out of the way of the ball. By the way, you can see he sets his racket right where the ball is going to arrive. Just gorgeous, setting his racket right where the ball is going to arrive. The racket deflects a little because he's taking a little pace off the ball. Sometimes you want to absorb pace. Sometimes you want to add pace. So he's slowing this ball down. But that is the proper timing of the split step. And I don't care if you're returning serve, you're at the baseline, you're at the net, whether you're a beginner, whether you're literally John McEnroe himself watching this video, Mike and Bob Bryan. Most people don't know that this is the timing of the split step. And I didn't know this was the timing of the split step when I was young and just playing. But when I got into coaching and I started watching video, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not true. They're not landing as the opponent hits. They're in the air as the opponent hits. And then I started wondering why. And then it was, their feet hit the ground and their racket moves at the same time. So their racket's going to move with their brain reacting where to go. And you can see, look at this. The ball's almost at the net and his racket hasn't even moved yet. That's the delay in reaction time. That's why you have to have a efficient volley technique, because if he sets his racket up here and he goes like this and then tries to get down to contact, it's not going to work. It's really important you set the racket at the height of contact so that your racket is ready. You don't want to go up here just to go to here. It's not going to be in your best interest. And then he volleys out. You can see he's still moving forward. Love it. And then he's going to have the same timing again with this split step. So work on this split step timing. And in fact, let's go to the half volley. Set your racket at the height of contact on a half volley. So if you're going to contact the ball here, then set your racket here. And with experience, you learn that. And then move your racket forward. Move your racket forward and then up and out, reaching out towards your target. Keep moving forward if you're at the net. And then you can see both of them timing their split step. Both players here are timing their split step together. And they're not doing it on purpose, but they know when to split step so that they land just after. So be in the air as your opponent hits. Land on the front half of your foot when you do hit the ground, and then you'll be able to quickly move into position. It's actually faster to time your split step this way than landing as your opponent hits. And that's because you become sedentary for a second, and then you become flat-footed, and then it's harder to break inertia. So you want to land as the opponent, be in the air as your opponent hits, so you land just after. And when you do this, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.